Hi, my name is Eddie, and this is a reading for Scorpio that runs from the new moon until the full moon, so from the 18th of June until the 3rd of July. I'm going to be using my Tower of Prague deck, but please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. That way you'll get instant notification when I make a new reading, and also helps the channel to grow as well, and then I can do more free readings for you. So please do that now. Thank you. So, just shuffle these cards and then just lay down your 10 cards on the table. Right, so the first card is in the here and now, the present situation, what's going on around you at this time. And your card is the 10 of Swords. I do feel that something's come to an end here, okay? It could be around a situation or around a relationship issue. But quite clearly, you know, it shows his body here, okay? There's 10 swords pierced in it. It's like there's no going back, okay? It's very much about something being dead and buried. I mean, it could be a phase that's over and there's no going back to that phase. And so it's kind of sort of forced into a new one, or it could be something which is completely over. That's it. It's kind of sort of, you know, like just walking away from it. The card crossing is the 8 of Swords reversed. Very karmic card, okay. There's been a lot of pushing and pulling, and also blowing hot and cold. There's been like this toing and throwing. Kind of get like this yin yang type of connection here with somebody. Okay, but as I look at the card, it shows this person, they're blindfolded, they've got this rope around them, and it very much relates to you, okay? You felt stuck, okay? It is a sword card, so it's very much about the mind. So the mind has kind of sort of kept you stuck. It's very much about these repeated thoughts, you know, which you've had, which have kind of sort of kept you stuck. You've tried to let go and move forward, but then you just have these thoughts again, and it kind of sort of pulls you back. But looking at the card, since it's reversed, that rope around you can just drop off, okay? You can take the blindfold off, and then you can actually see there's actually a gap between two of the swords. So the feeling here is that it's very much in your hands now, okay? It's very much about you reaching a point where you have like this breakthrough, okay? Or this breakthrough. It's like before, there was a lot of wool being pulled over your eyes, there was a lot of smoke and mirrors. But this wool over your eyes has been fading, okay? You're seeing things for how they really are. And also it shows you kind of sort of stepping back from a situation and you gaining more clarity. And it could well be a lot of stuff come out of the woodwork, okay? And a whole can of worms was kind of sort of opened here, okay? Which gives you more insight. It's like you realise there was nothing to go back to, okay? And you were kind of sort of forced into this change. Not physically, but forced in the sense that so much was revealed, you couldn't give anybody or any situation the benefit of the doubt. It was time to move forward. Yeah, I mean, just recently I've got the Wheel of Fortune, very positive card, okay. It's like, in a sense, you were kind of heading in the wrong direction. There was a lot of negativity around you, there was a lot of toxic people. It just wasn't you, okay. So it's like that lorry, you know, it realises it's going the wrong way down the motorway and it needs to turn around. So when it turns around, it causes a lot of challenges, a lot of disruptions, but once it turns around, then it's kind of sort of full steam ahead. And the same with you here. You're kind of sort of changing direction here, okay? You're going like in a different direction, and that does throw up all kinds of stuff, okay? In a strong sense that people around you may try to get you to change your mind, okay? But what I get here is that full steam ahead, okay? 'Cause it's taken so much effort to kind of sort of make these changes and to actually create this breakthrough that you're not going to go back, okay? There's no going back. That's what I get here. Not back to how things were. I mean, you might move into a new stage here with somebody or some situation, but you're not going back to how things were. So never say never. That's what I'm being given here. So looking more forward, I've got the Death card. And didn't I have the Death card before? No, it was a 10 of Swords. So very similar. Even I was a bit confused there. But in fact, this is the Tower of Prague deck, and it actually has 2 Death cards in it. and also to some cards as well. So, but that hasn't happened for a while, so I was getting a bit excited then, but it's not. But it's very similar, okay? Because the Death card is looking more forward. It's about shutting one door to allow a new one to open. It's moving from one phase into a new one, burning dead wood to clear a way forward, okay? So with that, it's a bit like being on this road. You're going to this really, really nice place, and you come across all these kind of sort of branches on the road. And in the past, you would have just gone back, just gone back to square one. But because you've gained so much clarity and you've seen things for how they really are, you're actually going to burn that wood, if you like, or just clear it out of the way, and then you kind of sort of clear a way forward. And it's very much about shutting one door to allow a new one to open for you. It's a major card, okay, as to the Wheel of Fortune. So it's these major changes, a change of luck, a change of fortune on the way. I don't believe in luck as such. It's more about making your own luck. So all the time and all the effort you put into a situation is going to come back in equal measure. So your goal here is shown by the Devil card reversed. I mean, this card can pretty much sum up all I've said here, okay? I mean, the Devil upright, I read the cards this way. The Devil upright is about this toxic energy around you, this trouble around you, this negativity around you. But the Devil reverse is this release, okay? And it shows already that you've cut through this massive chain, like to release yourself. There are still some smaller chains, but they're easier to deal with because you've managed to break through the bigger chain. The smaller chains will seem like a sort of walk in the park, okay, or water off a duck's back. Subconsciously, I've got the Four of Swords. It's interesting, that card. There's a lot of healing which is taking place within yourself, okay, and then as you heal within yourself, then things will start to show up on the outside. Things you're wanting, okay. It's a bit like you putting out your prayers to the universe, your intentions, but often it's backed up with this worry, fear, doubt, negativity, which just blocks your wish, if you like. But the more you can work on these, the more it's going to show up on the outside. I have to give this, I mean, I get two people here on these skewers, okay, they're going around and around and around. They're kind of opposite, okay, head to toe, but still going through the same process. So it could well be that you're going through this process with somebody around you. There's this healing process with somebody, and things will get better between the two of you, but it is very much about things can never be the same, but they've got to move to the next stage here. And as I say that, I get the Two of Cups, okay, which it can either be about something emotional around matters of the heart, just moving to the next level here, or even something new and fresh here, and I also see this card sometimes as a deep soulmate connection. And as I said, with this card here, the Four of Swords, I see you and someone else in this process. In fact, I'm getting something stronger. I actually feel like a sort of twin flame connection. So completely the opposite, but going through the same kind of sort of process here. This is the advice card, the Two of Cups, and it's also about unity, and it's about you finding unity within yourself. So it could well be that your heart has been feeling one thing and your mind something else, but once your heart and your mind work together, then anything's possible, and you just work your way forward. It's a bit like you're in a car, you've got your foot on the accelerator and hand on the handbrake, and you just go around in circles, but just gently on the accelerator, gently off the handbrake, and then you'll just move forward. So when your heart and your mind work together, anything is possible here. So on the outside, I've got the Hierophant card. It's giving me more commitment or more certainty here around your situation. I know a lot has happened recently and something is clearly dead and buried, but in spite of that, it's a bit of a paradox because you gain more certainty around the situation. People are showing up for their true colours here, but at the same time I'm seeing like these cross keys, and it's like you have the keys to somebody's heart and somebody else has the keys to your heart. It's also about more structure as well. It's also about obtaining some healthy habits as well. So whereas before there was some negative people around you, toxic energy, there was some kind of sort of negative kind of habits here, but your habits are shown to become more positive. The next card is, there's also something here about visiting a place of worship, okay, or even lighting candles or incense in your own home, okay. It's getting closer to the spiritual side of things. Your hopes and fears are shown by the Six of Pentacles reversed. clearly something's come crashing down here, okay, and you're worried or you fear that nothing's going to change. But quite clearly, because things have come crashing down, it's a bit like a building. You know, this old building had cracked windows, the brickwork was falling to pieces, and in the end it just all come crashing down, okay. But once it's cleared, all the rubble, or a bit like all those branches being cleared, then you can actually create something new, you know, on that land there. Or if you clear the branches, you go towards what you want. It's the same kind of thing, but said in a different way there. So it's very positive looking forward. Yeah, just said that you must lose the world to gain it, and it shows you're going to do that. Okay, it's very much this feeling less is more. You know, you're walking around town with these bags of rubbish. Get rid of all that rubbish, you create space for something new. So it's getting rid of the old and just allowing the new to come in. Don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe, and also there's links for free daily readings, personal readings, to buy me a coffee, to my crystal shop. Thank you.